everybody. Eddie Clinton at Jones Stadium at his homecoming. There you see some of the pageantry. Some 40,000 people showed up to see Texas Tech and the TCU Horned Frogs, and well, that's a great sight, isn't it? The Red Raider taking off to start the ball game. So let's do just that. TCU kicking off a new return tandem. Donald Marshall and Tracy Saul. This is Donald Marshall. He takes the ball all the way back to the 39 where Texas Tech sets up shop. On the very first play, Jamie Gill throwing deep for Anthony Stinnett, but the pass is overthrown. Let's move to 3rd and 13 from the 36. Jamie Gill rolls right. He'll complete the ball to Vincent Brandon. That's good for a gain of 11. Drive stalls, however. Mark Bounds comes in to kick, and oh my! His opening punt troubles continue. That punt good only for 18 yards. Well, TCU, let's pick it up 2nd and 7 from the 38. Derek Cullors tries the left side, but Brad Phelps holds him to a gain of 2. On 3rd down, Tim Shade to pass, complete over the middle to Richard Woodley. He's finally pulled down by Ben Kirkpatrick, but not until there's a gain of 21. 2nd and 7, Shade complete over the middle to Mike Nowak, and finally pulled down there by Brian Dubisky and Anthony Wiley. That good for a gain of 12. 4 plays later, Jeff Wilkerson hits a 36-yard field goal. So at 10:55, it is TCU 3 and Texas Tech nothing. Let's move to Tech's next possession. This is 3rd and 8 from the 22. Gill rolls right, completes to Anthony Stinnett. Boy, what a great play there as he goes into the Tech bench. And Texas Tech is set up with a first down after a gain of 14. 2 plays later, Gill complete in the right flat to Anthony McDowell, and he bangs for a good gain of 12. 4 plays later, 4th and 11 from the 47. Mark Bounds will punt. No, the snap is to Tracy Soule. He throws to Brian Dubisky, and a first down. Wham, late hit right there. There's the flag, and Texas Tech sets up shop at the TCU 16. 1st and 10 after that penalty. Here's another look at it. Our cameraman thought the punt certainly was going to take place, but Tracy Soule, who had a great night, hit Dubisky, and there you see what happened. Let's move now to 3rd and 15 from the TCU 21. Jamie Gill throwing right there, hitting Mike Honeycutt. That good for a gain of 9. That brought on Lynn Elliott. Chip shot, but no good. Wide to the left. So the score remains 3-0. Now let's move to TCU's possession. Shade rolls left under pressure, and Fred Petty doing a great job with pressure. And right there's a controversial call. The referee called pass interference, so TCU gets a break. This is Curtis Modkins. He goes up the middle, but John Pitts, great defensive play there, no gain. Make it 3rd and 4 from the TCU 41. Shade to pass, complete to Kelly Blackwell. Good for 14. Mike Licio pushes him out of bounds. Let's go to 3rd and 10 now. Shade rolls left. Look at this, all the way back to the other side of the field. Good to Kelly Blackwell. He's finally brought down by number 92, Steve Carr, after a gain of 25. 4th and 9. That brings on Wilkerson again. 36-yard field goal. It's good. That was a 61-yard drive, and TCU is up still in the first quarter, 6-0. Now let's go to Tech. 2nd and 12 from the 47. Gill complete to Jeff Hume. Wow, he takes a shot, but he picks up 19. 1st and 10 from the 28. Donald Marshall, sophomore from Grand Prairie, takes the handoff, and he goes over the right side. That good for a gain of 9. And at the end of the first quarter, it is TCU 6-0. Second quarter action now. Ball given off to Anthony Lynn. He's in for the score. You think his teammates are excited? Anthony trying to get up, but they're keeping him down, congratulating him. Well, there's Lynn Elliott with the extra point, so Texas Tech takes its first lead of the evening. By the way, Lynn Elliott set the consecutive extra point record for Texas Tech. He has 58 in his career at Texas Tech, so congratulations to him. Let's move now to TCU's possession. That was a completion to Richard Woodley for 5 yards, but wow, Tracy Saul with a great hit. Look at this replay as Tracy Saul, whap, hits Woodley. Let's move it 5 plays later. 2nd and 9, TCU will set up shop at the 47. Vogler throws to an open Woodley. He's brought down by Tracy Saul, but not until Woodley has gained 25 yards. 4 plays later from the 27, Guess what? Wilkerson again, field goal is good, and so TCU is back on top 9-7. Would you believe 26 passes thrown alone in the first quarter? Well, this would be a wild one on the evening. Tracy Saul will return the kickoff from Wilkerson, and he sets Tech up at the 26. On 3rd and 6, Jamie Gill will roll right. He completes along the sideline to Lloyd Hill, who's back from an injury, and he led the Red Raiders with 5 catches on the evening. Jamie Gill now looking to pass. He hits Hume over the middle, sets him up at midfield. Let's move 3 plays later. At the 45, Gill hits Mike Honeycutt, who's back in action this week. He gets a gain of 13. 2 plays later, 2nd and 7 from the Tech 29. Jamie Gill, look at this option, cuts up inside and sets Tech up down closer to the goal line. 4 plays later, Anthony Lynn will take the pitch. He's at the 15. He's going to be inside the 10, down at the 8-yard line. Move it now to 3rd and 8 from the TCU 8. Gill completes in the left flat. Look at this effort. Up and over. Touchdown. Texas Tech is back on top. Well, they tried for the 2-point conversion. It was no good, but Texas Tech had a 73-yard drive and leads with 2:50 left, 13-9. TCU's ball, 2nd and 10. Modkins on the delayed handoff, and boy, Kevin Jackson has a nice hit. And you see a flag there. There was a face mask, so TCU gets a bit of a break. 1st and 10 from the 34. Vogler wants to pass. It is deep, and it is picked off. Tracy Saul, who is doing a bit of everything on the night, picks that one off, and that's where we'll end the first half. Right now, let's take time out at halftime and meet defensive coordinator Carlos Maynard.
Tell us where we can see you when you're out recruiting, where the folks might run into you.
Well, I've got the Lubbock area and just real close surrounding Lubbock, and then the north side of Dallas and Irving and Carrollton.
What do you talk about when you go out and talk to the kids about Texas Tech?
Well, we feel like that if we can get a young man out here to visit, that he can see the excitement that goes on at Texas Tech and the people that are around here. And if they come out to visit, we feel like that we've always got a great shot at getting them if they meet the folks that are at Texas Tech.
Back to second half action. This is Matt Vogler to pass. He's complete on the middle screen to Curtis Motkins. There's Fred Petty and Brad Phelps pulling him down after a gain of 12. 2nd and 10 from the 42. Vogler's short drop. It's intercepted by Donnie Brooks. And so the Red Raiders are set up in great shape, aren't they? Tech sets up 1st and 10. The ball will be on the 44. Jamie Gill still at quarterback. He pitches to Anthony Lynn, but he's going to be dropped behind the line. That for a loss of 3. 3rd and 8 from the 42. Jamie drops straight back, completes along the sideline to Lloyd Hill, who had 5 catches on the evening. That for gain for 12 yards. Well, you think this may not be Tech's second half. Tried the pooch punt. Look at this thing just continue to roll. And TCU gets a break and takes over at the 20. Modkins on the first play goes up the middle. Substantial gainer. He fumbles. Yep, that's what we talked about. TCU recovers that ball. 1st and 10 from the 37. Dickens off right tackle. Classic tackle by Matt Wingo, who had a brilliant evening. Show you a replay of that. And watch as Matt not only stands up Modkins, but slams him to the turf. 2nd and 8 from the 39. Vogler still at quarterback. He throws to the left side. Colors is wide open, and he's going to streak. Finally pulled down there by Tracy Saul and Steve Carr after a gain of 22. 1st and 10 from the 39. McPherson on the reverse, but look at this. Brian Dubisky, nice play right there. Pulls him down for a loss of 5. On 2nd and 15 from the 44, Vogler throws the short screen pass, but look at this great play by Fred Petty, who really played hard on this evening. Loss of 5, and you bet he's happy. Let's move now late in the 3rd quarter. TCU with the ball at the 46. Colors breaks through a big hole, gets a gain of 12. Quincy White makes the tackle. And from the 30, Shade completes over the middle to Richard Woodley, and he's going to gain 28 down to the 2 before Tracy Saul pulls him down. And that's where we'll pick up action as the third quarter ends. 13-9, Texas Tech still on top. Now look at this goal line stand from the 2-yard line. Colors tries the left side. He's pushed out of bounds by Brian Dubisky and Donnie Brooks. That takes it to second and goal from the 1-yard line. Vogler on the option keeper. Matt Wingo and friends stop him. So that brings up third down and goal from the 1. Vogler on the sneak, and wow, would you look at that defensive play up the middle. That brings it to fourth and goal. The Tech crowd is excited. Colors will get the handoff over the left side. He goes up, over, and in. And so with the extra point, Texas Tech finds themselves down 16-13, but plenty of time to come back. Then disaster strikes. 3rd and 10 from the 16. Jamie Gill wants to pass, fails to see Roosevelt Collins in the flat. He picks it off. He's going to go inside the 10, the 5, and just in for the touchdown. And so in a matter of seconds, Texas Tech finds themselves down 23-13. TCU kicks off. Saul and Marshall deep. This is Tracy Saul. Takes it from the right side. Goes up the left side. Nice run outside the 35. Up close to the 40 where Texas Tech takes up shop. From the 40, Anthony Lynn takes the handoff. Goes over left tackle and a good move for a gain of 6. 3rd and 4 from the 46. Jamie Gill complete to Lloyd Hill. Gain of 9 yards on that play. Make it 1st and 10 from the 45. Gill still at quarterback. He throws the screen pass, and Anthony has it and moves for a good gain of 8. Let's skip 4 plays. Make it 3rd and 8 from the TCU 28. Gill at quarterback completes over the right sideline to little Byron Hooper, and he has a gain of 16. Show you that again. Byron came completely across the field, gets open, and he has a nice gain on that play. Make it 4th and 12 from the 14. The drive stalls. Lynn Elliott, Mr. Consistent, comes on, hits a 32-yard field goal, and Tech moves it to 23 for TCU, 16 for Texas Tech. That was a 46-yard drive. 10-16 left in the game. 2nd and 5 now for TCU from the 25. Shade completes the short pass to Nowak, who turns it into a 21-yard gain before he's pulled down there by Mike Liscio. 1st and 10 now, 3 plays later from the 33. Shade with lots and lots and lots in time, but look at Fred Petty as his second effort pulls Shade down from behind. 2nd and 9 from the 32. Motkins on the quick hitter up the middle. This was a killer late in the ball game as TCU controlled the ball on the ground. 4 plays later from the 1. Dickens tries the left side, but there's Wingo and Dubisky holding him for no gain. On the very next play, however, Derek Cullors again goes into the end zone. 80-yard drive, TCU 30, Texas Tech 16, just over 5 minutes left in the game. Texas Tech not to give up. Make it 3rd and 10 from the 26. Jamie Gill will roll left. There's the out fake, and he throws high and long to Lloyd Hill, and he has it close to the 26-yard line for the Red Raiders. 1st and 10. Ball is spotted at the 26. Jamie Gill still at quarterback. He throws in the right flat to Anthony McDowell, who makes a nice catch, but man, did TCU fly around to make that tackle. 2 plays later, 3rd and 6 from the 22. Jamie Gill complete over the middle to Jason Murphy for a 16-yard completion. 2 plays later, 2nd and 4 from the 4. Texas Tech trying to get in, but look at this. Jamie in trouble. He is sacked for a loss of 7. Move it now to 4th and 11 from the 11. Jamie trying to get the Raiders into the end zone. He looks to the right, throws back to the left, just off the fingertips of Lloyd Hill. And that's the way the game's going to end. TCU 30, Texas Tech 16. What a frustrating evening. A great crowd, but the Raiders come up just short. 88 passes in the game. After the ball game, Coach Dykes heads up the ramp to meet with the media. So let's go to Spike Speaks.
Question. Eddie, we played hard. Our guys really did play hard. We played a great first half. We were productive. most things worked. They made some drives on us. They had 3 field goals. Our offense responded. They did a good job. Came out to half. We made the necessary adjustments. Our guys felt good at the half. We came back, kicked off. They got the ball. We didn't make an interception. We got the ball at midfield, and boy, now it is time to really go put the hammer down. And we just weren't quite able to get it done. We sputtered, and you could just feel a little bit of wind going out of the sails, and then they took over and they started rolling again. You could feel a little more wind going out of the sails, and they wrestled the momentum away from our football team. And we had a great crowd. We had tremendous enthusiasm in the stands. We had everything going for us, and we just let it get away from us. And that's that's the frustrating part of this coaching business, I guess, is the fact, how does that happen, and how do you keep that from happening? It's just every time that we needed a little boost to make the play necessary in order to maybe gather a little more enthusiasm or a little more momentum, we just seemed to, for some reason, either a penalty, we shot ourselves in the foot. We just couldn't quite get it done.
We just came out too flat, and I don't know much about what else to say about that, but we got to work on that. I thought we played a real good first half, like I said, and we were in the game right down to the end.
We came out in the second half and we stopped their passing game with the pass rush, and they had to come out with the run, and they did it. They did what they had to do.
Got to be a frustrating loss, but the Frogs had lost you guys 6 straight times. I don't know if you're aware of that. I think they came in with a little extra motion, kind of go 4-0.
Yeah, they came in with a lot of extra motion, and plus they're 3-0, they're 4-0 now, and I mean that's got a big deal to do with it. You're on a roll. That's a lot of momentum.
You always want to get off to a good step in conference play, and this team didn't. Where do we go next week against the Aggies? What's the thinking right now after this loss?
Play hard and play to the best of our ability and beat them.
We tried to keep it up, and evidently we didn't do enough to win, so we just had to start all over like every week.
Y'all came out with a lot more intensity this week. We could definitely tell that.
Each game we're going to come out with the same intensity. We came out with this intensity because we felt that was something that we was lacking. And in turn, our intensity and our excitement did good for us.
We got a strong football team, and everybody on this team cares, and we're going to pull it together. I'm not worried. We got too many guys that care and love each other, so we're going to be all right.
TCU's lost to Tech 6 straight times coming into this ball game, and you guys have played some big games against them, and really last year ruined hopes for them bowl-wise. Do you think they came in here a little more fired up, maybe just a little more extra special ball game?
I'm sure it was. It's been a while since they've won here, but and they got a good football team, not taking anything away from them. They were 3-0 coming to the ball game. They played hard. They got good personnel all over the field. So I don't know. I'm sure it was. I mean, the coaches probably had them up because it's been a while since they've won in Lubbock, not just beat us.
I thought every opportunity was given. The thing that bothers you, and I guess the thing that really hurts the most is the fact that you can just feel it. We're so close, and yet we just can't quite get it done for 60 minutes, and that's, that really does bother you. We're in good condition. Joe Jurassic's done a great job with this bunch as far as conditioning, and we just got to make those plays. We just got to make them, and the teams that win make them. The teams that lose don't make them, and we've got to learn to make the plays because we're in a position to win, and we just can't quite get it done.
A&M comes to town, and I don't know that you'll have to do a lot to get this team ready, will you?
No, and they'll play, and I think they'll respond very favorably. It's there's no if you've ever played before or ever been around a football team before, you know that there's no partial seasons. I mean, you commit for a season, and by gosh, you got to get your fanny up and get ready to play every Saturday. And it is really unfortunate when you end up and you're way below your expectations, and you're 1-3 like we are right now. And we had great expectations. We'd wish we were 4-0 right now. And if you're not careful, everybody sells you, writes you off, I guess. And within and from without. I mean, everywhere, and outside and inside, and we can't let that happen. That's the disasters that happen sometimes that are so unfortunate, and we're not going to let that happen. I'll tell you that. And we've got too much character on this team. We've got too many guys that care, and I admire them. They played hard tonight. They really did. They put up a good fight, and I'm just sorry as the devil we couldn't quite get it done.
I think we lost our composure there for a while, and evidently, as you can see, they just shoved it right down the field on us and into the end zone. So I lack composure on our part. They caught us off guard, and we should have been ready for it.
Their triple shoot, whatever you want to call it, that kind of offense, did it pose any particular problems for you?
No, it really didn't. Our scout report was great. We thought what we wanted to do was come in and shut down the run early to where they had to put the ball up, and we did do that. And we did it. Did a great job. And they came out there that third quarter, second half, and ran the ball on us. And that's tough when something happens like that, when you prepare for it and it still happens and you don't want it to. But it's a tough loss.
Aggies next week, you're one of the senior leaders of this team. You're going to kind of pull everything together and get ready for those guys, right?
We've got to. The team can either go two ways right now. We can lay down, and it's going to be the longest season anybody's ever seen, or we can pick it back up, and we can get after a good A&M team next week. And I think the character of this football team is one that we will get back up, and we're going to come back, and we're not going to hang our heads, and we got lots of football left.
No, I really don't think we got worn down. I think everybody was fresh all night long. The thing that was a big difference is they executed real well on offense. They got a great offense, and in the second half, they were able to establish a run. And when you can do that, then you can do just about anything with the offense. So I think that's what hurt us.
The next question kind of leads to that. Secondary had a lot of pass breakups. You guys did a great job tonight. Got to be a confidence builder despite the loss.
Yeah, it is. We played pretty well tonight. We've still got a lot of things we need to work on. But, it is a confidence builder for us. We feel like we can play in the secondary. Donnie Brooks and Brian Dubisky and Tony Brown and Anthony Wiley, they're all great players. And, we just, want to improve every week and get better.
And we never gave up. We just weren't consistent in the second half. First half, we put some good drives together. The defense played an excellent ball game. And we just, didn't hit on all cylinders tonight. But we did play with a lot of emotion. We're excited about this game. This team never quit. We just had a few bad breaks go our way. Like it seems like they've been doing all year, and we didn't end up with a win.
TCU had won 6 straight times against Tech. Do you think they came in here a little more fired up because they've had some tough luck against the Raiders?
Yeah, it was tough. Like you said, we beat them I don't know how many times, and they hadn't won here in so many years. And, they were fired up. They've been on a roll. They're 3-0, and, they had the ball rolling. But we just didn't do it what we had to do tonight to win.
I think we did pretty good against the pass. They started running more in the fourth quarter, and that's when they started poking it down the field.
A lot of mental miscues tonight as far as personal foul, flags, and one pass interference call that I know the Tech people thought were questionable. But how do you correct those?
Mentally, you just have to play. You have to play a lot better. You can't be kicking people. You can't be getting into. You just got to do your responsibility and then just go back to the line.
Well, now you have to turn your attention toward Texas A&M. I don't believe there'll be a problem in getting up for that football game Saturday.
No, A&M's a big game for us. We always get up for that game, and they're going to come in here thinking that, they're just going to step all over us like they always think, and we always play them good at home. We always play them good at 12 o'clock on Saturdays.
Playing Jamie the whole game, was there a plan there? Was there ever any thought about playing Robert?
Well, I don't know, Eddie. There was never. It never fit, It just never fit. That's probably not quite fair to Robert, because we had expected him to play, and he'd been coached to play, but it just every time that you thought about it, it just didn't seem like the right time, and so that's something we'll have to address a little different probably, and I thought Jamie played well. He did a good job.
Final question for you. I see the frustration on your face. You feel like you're letting people down here? Is that the biggest frustration for you?
Well, I think so. I think anytime, and this sounds corny as the devil, I guess, but when you've got people that are so solid in their support, they're so enthusiastic about about everything, and then you don't quite fulfill your expectations, and you hurt for those people because they care and they deserve better. And I told our players that tonight. We've got a bunch of folks that are very, very loyal and very dedicated, and we need to do them a good job. We really do, and we owe them a lot. And so that's the frustrations, I guess, that go through your mind. It just I don't know. It really does make you. It's just I don't know how to describe it, but it just doesn't taste very good when you lose. I'm telling you, and I still think that we're way more capable. And of course, we played a team tonight that was. I mean, they were picked fourth. They're 4-0. They were picked third or fourth or fifth in the conference this year. I mean, it's not like they're a bunch of dogs, and. But the sad thing about it is the fact that we had our chance. We had them right where we wanted them, and we just couldn't quite take control of it.
Well, let's turn it around, and I'll see you next week.
You got it, Ed. Thanks a lot.